Check, one, one, one.
Hey Viking fans, this is Berserker88, and welcome to another edition of Reaction to Action. This week, the Vikings took their unbeaten record into Philly, but unfortunately they left it there. The Eagles played Viking ball better than the Vikings did this game. The Eagles pressured and harassed the quarterback from the beginning, and it was clear to see that that was their plan. Bradford was their focus, and they wanted to make sure he would not have a good day. It worked. RO was ineffective for most of the game. Even when they were given the ball by our defense on the 17 and the 2-yard lines, they still couldn't do anything with it. The defense played well enough to win, giving up just 13 points. The Eagles QB was not sacked, but he was not very comfortable all day long, as he had many bobbled snaps and turned the ball over 3 times. I've been thinking about doing the show a little bit different, trying to move away from the play-by-play type of review and just talk about some highlights of the major plays. This will make these shorter, unless I go on a rant or a rave when we do something good. Let me know what you guys want. Do you want the play-by-play style or just a quick recap? And as you can tell, I'm a little bit under the weather today still, so bear with the sniffles. Here's a quick recap of the game. Okay, that was a little rough, but I will say that was my reaction to the offense on this game, especially early. Okay, here we go with the real recap. After a punt by each team at the start of this game, and deep in his own end, Carson Wentz connects with Andrew Sendejo.
This is how we do it. This is how we do.
Andrew wastes no time showing everybody why he plays defense and not running back, by avoiding a wide open run to the pylon for 6, and he runs straight into the people trying to tackle him. No worries, Vikings ball on the 2. Touchdown sure to follow. Matt Asiata gets a yard, but I don't think he did. I mean, we had the ball just inside the 2, and when the next play was snapped, it was at the 1.5, so he gained about a foot. And that was basically because Matt Lyon bounced off his man and fell into Matt's way. 2 plays and a false start penalty later, Bradford's arm is hit as he throws, and an INT in the end zone. Eagles ball at the 20. They move it 19 yards before Wentz loses the ball and has a mad dash to recover it. Barr falls on it at the 18 and lays there until he remembers he's not in college and he's not down.
Get up, you son of a bitch!
Teammates try to pull him up, knowing there's no way the offense can score from 18 yards out if they couldn't get it in from 2 yards out.
Phrasing.
But he's down at the 17. Vikings ball. On the next play, Bradford has it stripped and Eagles run it back for a touchdown. Luckily, Rudy touched the runner down. Eagles ball on their 39. 3 plays later, and Wentz throws it back to the Vikings. Interception, Rhodes.
Yes.
But our inept offense doesn't do anything with the ball again, and we punt. Vikings D force the Eagles to punt, and it's a touchback. Vikings start at their 20 and march to the Phillies 30, and the drive stalls. Walsh kicks a 48-yard field goal. It's good. 3-0 Vikings. Hey! Vikings kick off and Eagles return it for a touchdown. Complete cluster. Roughing the kicker is called on the extra point and they go for 2. 3-8 Eagles. Hillman makes his Viking debut on the next drive with a negative 6-yard run. Locke punts for 38 yards after a 5-yard roll. And it's the Eagles ball. On this Eagles possession, there's one play I like to feature. On a 3rd and 9, B-Rob demonstrates perfectly how to stop a wide receiver screen. He falls back into coverage from his position on the D-line and immediately recognizes the play. He heads straight to the receiver, coming back to the quarterback. There are 2 linemen coming out to block B-Rob, and there is a tight end ready to engage our defensive back. The play looks to be set up for a good gain. As the ball is released, B-Rob makes contact with the 2 blockers. He splits them brilliantly, and Mutterlin gets around his blocker as well, but the linemen take him out. B-Rob tackles the wide receiver for a negative 5-yard reception, and the Eagles are forced to punt. A great play by a great Viking. On the following Viking drive, Thielen makes a nice play with a beautiful throw by Bradford, but the drive ends on a sack fumble again.
Same stupid
Eagles drive for a field goal. 3-11 Eagles at half.
Eagles born out of thunder.
To open the second half, the Vikings move the ball 14 yards on 2 runs by McKinnon, and then they go -12 by giving up 2 sacks. Eagles take the ball 77 yards for a touchdown. 3-18 Eagles.
What the fuck?
The quarter ends with the Vikings at the Philly 9, 2nd and 4. Vikings got there by a nice 29-yard run by Matt Asiata and a 14-yard catch by Diggs and a nice run by McKinnon out of the Wildcat formation on first down. 2nd and 4, Asiata gains 3. 3rd and 1, line gets nothing. He does not have the lead to be the fullback. We are using this guy wrong. He is not a fullback. He's a running back. Obviously my opinion. 4th and 1, Asiata for nothing as he runs into Line and Ellison, who are plugging up the hole with their inability to move their defenders. That's twice we needed short yardage and twice our offense couldn't get it done. Of course we're not going to win this game. Eagles move the ball and get a field goal. Vikings get a garbage touchdown. And failing on onside kick. Game over, 10-21 Eagles. This loss raised some questions about this team, most of them on the offensive side of the ball. Bradford had a bad game trying to show his old team up. Norv didn't help him by setting him up right where the defensive ends rush. And there were some drops by the running backs and receivers early. Next game is another away game on Monday night versus the Bears. And this year,
The Bears are terrible.
they are 1-6. I expect a W after this loss. What do you guys think? I'm Berserker88. Your Viking fans. Skol Vikings.